So, you've done it. You've poured everything into your research, you've crunched all the numbers, and you've written up what you think are groundbreaking findings. You're ready to hit submit. But what if the biggest thing standing in your way isn't your data, but something you barely even thought about? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that hidden hurdle that can truly make or break your academic career. And this is the question, right? Is the way you're presenting your work actually sabotaging the work itself? Because here's a tough pill to swallow. Even the most brilliant, world-changing research can get rejected, not because the findings are bad, but because of how they look on the page. It's a pretty harsh, unspoken reality in the world of academic publishing. And this quote, it just nails it. How you present your findings is just as essential as what you uncover. Think about that. Presentation isn't just some extra credit last-minute thing you do. No, it's fundamental. It's the bridge that connects all your hard work to the recognition you're hoping for. So to really get this, we've got to flip the script for a second. Let's look at it from their side. Why are journal editors and reviewers so obsessed with presentation? What's going on in their world? Okay, just picture it. You're a reviewer, you've got a mountain of manuscripts to read, and your deadline is looming. You open up a new file. What's the very first thing you notice? It's the presentation. A polished, professionally put together document. It's like a signal. It tells that reviewer, hey, this author is serious, they're disciplined, and they respect this whole process. It's an instant credibility boost before they've even read your first sentence. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because it's not just about looking nice. There are real, tangible reasons this matters so much. First up, readability. Simple, right? If your work is hard to read, your brilliant ideas get lost. Then there's reviewer efficiency, and this one is huge. A clear, well-organized paper makes their job faster and, frankly, more pleasant. You're on their good side from the start. Following the rules also shows your academic integrity. And get this, a clean presentation can even help your work achieve a global reach, making it easier for people all over the world to understand. And all of this, it leads to professional recognition. It gets your work seen, valued, and cited. Okay, so how do we get there? Let's start with what our source material calls the unseen hero of getting published. Formatting, formatting. It's the thing we all kind of hate doing, but it might just be the one thing that saves your paper from the reject pile before anyone even gets to your core argument. So I want you to stop thinking of formatting as this tedious checklist of rules. Instead, think of it as the silent guide for your reader. It's like the invisible architecture holding your entire paper up. When you actually nail the journal's specific guidelines, you're not just checking a box. You're sending a powerful message that you're meticulous and you pay attention to detail. And you better believe they'll assume that same care went into your actual research. All right, just take a look at this. It's a mess, right? Different fonts, weird spacing, it's all over the place. For a reviewer, this is an instant headache. Their brain has to work so hard just to figure out what they're reading that they have way less mental energy left to appreciate your actual ideas. This right here, this is a terrible first impression. And now, look at that. It's the exact same text, but what a difference. It's clean, it's organized, it's easy on the eyes. This version invites the reader in. It basically says, I value your time and I'm confident in my work. Just going from that chaos to this clarity can completely change how your research is perceived. It's a massive difference. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We've talked about the overall structure. Now let's get into how you actually show your data, because this is another spot where making a strategic choice can change everything. We're talking about the classic showdown. Tables versus graphs. And let's be clear, this isn't just a matter of personal taste. It's a strategic decision, every single time. Each one of these formats has a very specific job to do in telling the story of your research, and picking the right one depends completely on what you want your reader to understand in that moment. This table here breaks it down beautifully. You just have to ask yourself one question. What is my goal right now? If your goal is to present cold, hard, precise evidence, like specific statistical outcomes, then you need a data table. Its strength is precision. No one can argue with the numbers. But if your goal is to tell a story about a trend or a relationship or a comparison over time, then a graph is your absolute best friend. It gives you that immediate visual punch, that storytelling power. The whole game is just matching the format to your purpose. So let's bring this all home. We've looked at it from the reviewer's point of view. We've talked about the secret power of formatting and the strategy behind showing your data. So, what does it all mean? What's the bottom line? It all comes down to this. This is the big takeaway. Your research could be absolutely brilliant, but if it's trapped behind a wall of sloppy presentation, it might never get seen by the people who matter. Good presentation,
the clean formatting, the smart data choices. That's what builds the bridge that lets the world, and especially those journal editors, see just how valuable your work truly is.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you're about to submit a manuscript, just stop for a second, step back, and ask yourself, is my presentation telling the right story? Is it telling a story of professionalism, of clarity, of impact? Because getting that part right, well, that could be the thing that gets you published.